disciplinary hearing against General Sibiya has nothing, zero, to do with the commission. Therefore, General Sibiya will be, oh, did I say will be? Oh, definitely he will face the music. Masemola, top cop Masemola expected to proceed with disciplinary action against General Sibiya, as reported by Sunday World. So I thought to myself, let's revisit this topic because this is one of the most interesting topics as well. You know, part of the submissions made by part of the submissions that were made by General Sibiya was that investigation against him must be stopped, the disciplinary hearing must be stopped, and the court says, but we don't get it. Why you don't want to be investigated? Why you don't want to be disciplined? Because those are legal processes. Why you don't want to do it? You understand what I'm saying? So now, Sunday World, then look, they've reported the following. This is what they are saying. Following the Pretoria High Court dismissal of Lieutenant General Sibiya's agent application, National Commissioner of Police General Masemola is now free to move forward with disciplinary proceeding against his deputy. The court's judgment delivered on Tuesday clarified the legal framework within which Masemola operates and affirmed his authority to manage the police service, including initiating disciplinary processes. The case revolved around Sibiya's challenge to stay-at-home instruction issued by Masemola, which directed him to remain away from his office while investigation into his alleged misconduct was conducted. Right? Sibiya sought to have the instruction declared unlawful and to halt the disciplinary proceeding until the completion of a judicial commission of inquiry into criminality, political interference, and corruption in South African criminal justice system. This court, however, dismissed application, paving a way for Masemola to proceed with disciplinary measures. So now we'll come back to this. Have you ever heard this? A person who goes to court and say, can you stop these people from continuing with a hearing against me? Has it ever worked? No. Will it work? No. Because a hearing is part and parcel of a legal process that ensued whenever one is misbehaving, right? With that being said, there are lessons that ought to have been, or we ought to learn here. Very important lesson to begin with. Before we can talk about some of those lessons that we ought to learn from here, let's talk about this. If you're not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? Because to subscribe, it is free. To like the video, it is free. To comment in the comment section below, it is free of charge. To like the video, it is free of charge. You can also join. Click the join button. Become a member of this YouTube channel. You will pay from as little as 20 Rand a month. You can also make use of the Super Thanks button. You can donate from as little as 20 Rand a month as we proceed. Now let me also introduce some of this interesting thing here. General Sibiya, this is what he's facing. The notice stated, you allegedly committed serious misconduct by contravening Regulation 5(3)(b)(I), in that you allege gave instruction that the case docket of the political killing test team in KwaZulu-Natal be withdrawn, which resulted in the investigation of this case docket having been hindered or delayed. Additionally, charges of misconduct were also outlined in the notice, including allegation that Sibiya's action that were detrimental effect or affected the image of the South African Police Service or bringing the South African Police Service into disrepute. The court note that the disciplinary process will be conducted in accordance with the disciplinary regulation and chaired by an independent officer from outside the province. Masemola himself will not be involved in the disciplinary hearing. Now listen to this. Any disciplinary process will be proceeded in terms of the disciplinary regulation and will be chaired by an independent officer from outside the province. The commissioner himself will not be involved in such disciplinary processes. Now, I want to remind you something that was said by General Nhlanhla Mkhwanazi. Remember that Mkhwanazi said, not even, now let me repeat this, not even the national commissioner can stop a police officer who is doing investigation. It does not matter the position of that investigating officer, whether he's a junior, whether it does not matter. Whilst we are still speaking about things that matters, well, let me make this announcement. This matters the most because it means this is a Roadcaster Pro 2. It means you and I will now have the privilege and the opportunity to engage. You will now be able to call me during a live stream. So I'm going to be giving you the number. Please note that I am not, and please note, and let me repeat this. Please note that I will not create a WhatsApp group. Did it in the past, it didn't work. So I'm not going to do it again. And please, if you happen or if you think that you want to talk to me, yeah, what are this thing of high word who guys, it's not going to work. Imagine how many people are calling that number. Please, imagine how many people are calling that number. There you are when just calling me, hey, hi. It's not going to be nice, guys. Please. Just go straight to the point. Yeah, but nonetheless, talking about going straight to the point, do you notice that General Sibiya here is wanted for something serious? Do you notice that General Sibiya here has some serious questions to answer? Now, the allegation centered around what I've just shared, but there's more. One of the things that might happen is to hear that, or bad things that might happen is to hear that some statements in those dockets went missing after these dockets were sent there. I'm saying I hope it's not the case, because if it is, it will then also add amongst the charges that he might face as well. Whether the statement would have been taken by him or not, the point of the matter is the dockets were requested by him, and as a result, then he will be held accountable if ever anything went missing from those dockets, even if it's not him who would have or might have taken any statement from them. I'm not saying he did it. I'm saying, should by any chance, should any evidence go missing, you see that he has to answer. Do you see what I'm trying to say? He has to answer.